We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Right to the air is Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 38 now, here's second and a yard.
Here we go.
An inside give, Brown. And some room to run now. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And boy, it all came together on that one.
That's when they watch that and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. Here we go. First down, Cincinnati. 12.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Able to find Higgins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Chase Brown, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
60 Maverick, 60 back. Let's go now.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
19, Tiger, 19, Viking, 18.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
3rd and 8.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hey. Go.
To throw is Ward. And he is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown, Titans! Jackson Smith-Njigba, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
12.
In motion left is Higgins.
12.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. 12.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This is caught. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Here we go. 11, empty. Can. 11.
Brown is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Titans at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Jalen Hyatt was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage, trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into it and try and knock it loose.
That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, here's Ward. That's complete to DK. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Come on. Go.
Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18.
A gain of 12 yards.
The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Riggs.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
19 Lions. Here we go. Take off.
On 3rd down, here's Spears. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it, and here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Shot. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here we go. 11 MT. Hey, can.
Burrow will throw. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now he's into the clear again. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side,
11 MT.
it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there. A big gainer.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And able to get this to the 31.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
Got to give their offensive coordinator credit there. He got right into the head of the defensive coordinator because right on the heels of the sack on 2nd down, he figured they were going to come at him hard again. And so he went ahead and hit a real brilliant call. Screen pass works well enough. They're able to pick up a 1st down. That's one way to keep that defense at bay. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, shot.
Throwing now, Ward. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3rd and 3.
Ready. Buffalo 18. Viking 18. Motion. Go.
Out of the gun, Ward. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Returning it is Moore. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
Gun. Shot.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Burrow. That is into the hands of Coleman downfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Burrow. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
On one, right? Here we go, here we go. What?
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on fourth down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. DK to return. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
DK on the return. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Somebody got to do it. I mean, somebody got to do it. I watch do it. He's a vibe outside off from the music. Turn his TV off.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Ward. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Can.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's good.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and goal, Cincinnati.
Here we go. 11 MT. 180.
Charbonnet. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. This is Brown on the draw play. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Evan McPherson for the Bengals field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get... things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Throwing is Ward. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Gun.
Again, it's Charbonnet. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Now a carry for Brown. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it here with Charbonnet. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Cowboy 80.
You ready to spin? You ready to spin?
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bengals Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
1-1, ready?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. Stop.
And they'll run on 3rd down to Charbonnet. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Ward. He finds Smith and Jigba. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Gain of 3 yards.
Cat for 11.
1st down. 1st and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, break.
Here's 2nd and 10.
70 range, 70 range. Hey.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Smith and Jigba with a grab. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
A gain of 3.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On the go.
So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. 18, Rattler, 18. Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
To throw is Ward. Looking high its way once again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
That's another Titans first down.
18, Pioneer.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Cougar, 19. Ready, ready.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page,
Come on.
quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
The score, Bengals 24, Titans 14.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
Here we go.
And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Gun.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Big 13. Big 13.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing to start the drive. Moore. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
19. Let's go. 79 Brock. Panther 60. Panther.
To throw, here's Ward. He's got his man. It's Hyatt. And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
19 tight. 19 tight.
And the Titans first
Ward. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
A give for Walker running right. And this is going to be a Titans first down as good running gets him to about the 44. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Cincinnati, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.